Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of Boros Burn, but instead of leaning on cards like the Nova Hellkite, which is kind of like a 3-mana deal 4 damage burn spell, also with a 5-mana 4/5 Flying Haste Dragon on the back, pretty cool card, and cards like Opera Love Song, we're instead going to lean into Shelter by Ghosts. I still think just a lot of the meta is like decks that scale up their creatures really big, like the mono white life gain deck and the mono green trample deck, and just having a way to deal with a giant creature I think is going to be very important. So we're going to lean harder into Shelter versus some of these other burn or kind of, go tall cards like the Love Song. The other change I'm going to make is we're not going to run Bolt Wave or Plasma Bolt. We're going to do a full set of 4 Shocks and 4 Burst Lightnings. Again, if we can catch these little creatures small before they grow, I think it's going to be important. Rest is classic Boros stuff. We do get the Boros Charm in here, which is a very cool card. I don't actually get to play with that often. 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. Permanents you control gain indestructible, or target creature gains double strike. So that's nice. And the Lightning Helix as well instead of Lightning Strike. Mana base is as clean as you're going to get in these two colors. We have lots of good lands. So here we go. See if we can't rank up a little bit in, I think we're like top 400 or 500 ranked Mythic Standard. Something like that. Should be okay. This is one of the best decks in Best of 1 Standard right now. Bronze to Mythic, it's just about a 57% win rate over 31,000 games. Sitting at the bottom of the A tier. On the play, looks pretty good. We'll keep this. What's up with that? Are they tokens or what? I haven't seen Boros tokens in ages. Lightstone Inquisitor, probably a land. What does this card even do? Each land played this way enters tapped. Okay. This one might enter tapped anyway. It's fine by me. Okay. Well, we can either plot you, go for the bigger wombo next turn, or we can just press some damage now. I think it's maybe a little bit better here. Try to keep our little 2/1 goblin alive. Back to the face, down to 11, Helix in hand. This guy's got first strike, right? First strike, trample, lifelink. Luckily, we happen to have the answer. Okay, 1 point shy of lethal. You can enter tapped. If you try to pay 2 life, is that even an option? It looks like it was grayed out. It's interesting. All right, we no longer have lethal. We could try to do a little draw discard off the goblin. Put a +1 counter. Yeah, it seems decent. We could just hit a, That's a pretty good follow-up for next turn. This is fine. I mean, worst case scenario is they have a get lost for the Nemesis. Okay, 1 mana open. I think we're going to be okay with the Nemesis. Okay, there's some damage coming through. They're like, nothing to be done. Either they top deck it or they don't. But we got it. Okay. No Shelter showing up. 375 Mythic. I don't know if there are really that many comments from yesterday to read, to be honest. Largely people happy that I'm alive. No kidneys have been taken. Nijin Joyer says it'd be cool to see your take on the Teamer Landfall deck from Hoshi Yuki and or the Teamer Battlecry deck from Marvin Chong. I haven't played the Teamer Battlecry deck at all, and whenever I play against it, I always think it's pretty cool. So I'd be down for that. I'll withdraw, it's okay. Stomping ground, okay. I think this is okay here. Claw's not a bad wielder of shelter. If we have to shelter here, we can just level it up every turn against Gruul, and that is a very viable strategy. Alright, not yet though. Looks like we're just gonna plot the slick shot, I think. Okay, not 100% sure what they're up to. Do nothing. Still just Gruul. Okay. There's sticks still, so they might have like a veil or something. I think Nemesis is maybe where we're going here. I mean, they either have a shock or I think we're good to go Nemesis. They obviously have stick. I don't know if it's shock or if it's like veil. I think it could just be veil. Let's get the slick shot in there. It could be shock, but it might just be snakeskin veil. Okay, extra point of damage off the slick shot. It's definitely veil then. So hold on to shelter until we think they're out of gas. Okay, veil equivalent. They make a 3/3. They're gonna kill us from 16 here. It's a lot of damage. You got double strike too. That'll be lethal. It's not lethal yet. It's a 5. And fling for lethal. Stupid fucking game. I'll be so happy when this card is gone. It's just the playstyle. Okay, great. If we'd gone for the shelter though, it would have gotten veiled away anyway. So there's nothing really, yeah, there's nothing at all we could have done. I don't think so, right? They waited till 3 to play the creature, so they had protection open, and just one turn killed combo. Okay. Yeah, be down to play the Teamer Battlecry deck. Dan Becker says, nice to see the best of 3 to best of 1 conversion attempt and the honest assessment. Yeah, there's not too much to be done with that deck, and it will continue to be a C tier deck in best of 1, which is very interesting. What goes first? Double claw is always welcome. We only have white though, don't we? Hold on a second, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe double slick shot is the path here. Try to prep both. Okay. I guess, let's see. Do we want to shock this turn? We might, right? Trying to hold too much priority. Okay, yeah, we could shock this guy, I guess. They could have Veil or not, we don't know, but we'll go for it here. There is sticks, they do have the Veil. Okay. good chunk of damage. Hold back the elf though. So they have a 3-drop they don't want landfall on. What's up with that? Maybe just use it as a chump block here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to win all in one turn. I don't see any more stick on their side. I mean, we can just play this out, right? Because they don't have any removal spells, actually. It's actually unnecessary to try to hide them. So what is that hand, then? All land? There's no stick. They top deck the Chocobo now. I think they would have played it last turn. Probably no chump yet. We'll chump one more time next turn, I guess. Okay. I think it's this here. Chump the Bristly Bill. They get one counter here. Maybe hold one more back. They get one counter on the Chocobo and double it. It's just 5, right? But they have a really good land. That could be enough for lethal. So let's just send these guys here. Take the trade. Okay. Okay, just you. Take the chump block. Does not have trample. Okay, shelter off the top is what we're looking for. Okay, I'll take it. Let's see if this resolves. Is there any way to finagle our way out of a... Nah, we just go for it here. Oh, now they have stick? Really? Really? It's just the elves? I guess you can always tap the elf for mana. You top deck it? Just double. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We can deal with that. That's the stick. Okay, great. Let's go. Give him heck. Double strike. Whew. Casual lethal. I guess to be fair, we needed not too much off the top to get lethal. Shelter was nice, but maybe not even necessary to get the full damage there. The Rizzle Dizzle says VV ruined MTG. I mean, it's been pretty dominant since it came out. I don't know, maybe that's a fair statement. Not best of 1, best of 3. It's definitely dominated best of 3 tournament scene. There's still really good decks in best of 3 on Arena, because the Arena meta is not the same as the tournament meta. Tournament meta is like 56% VV, right? But Arena meta is like 17% this, and then some Esper Pixies and near mid-range, and people do other stuff with a lot of success. We're on the play, looks okay, mana's okay. Uthros. Alright. We should have gotten the claw down. I don't know what I was thinking there. Whoops. Okay. We'll go double claw here. And we will pray they do not have turn 3 Stark Age. It's not a white source. So it's the other deck then. So it's going to be, I think, Omniscience combo deck, but we are really fast. They don't have double white, so I think they're about dead here. Single white. Could have like a Seam Rip. My version is like 4 Seam Rips and 4 Star Cages, right? Okay, I think they're still pretty dead with blue and green. Nah. Nope. Too slow. I did a lot of playtesting with this deck, and did a lot of playtesting. I mean, I had made sure that you have tons of white sources in my version. You just have to be able to hit Star Cage on 3. Otherwise, you're toast. I had this exact scenario happen so many times. In the play queue, I was just tweaking things, playing around with things, and I was like, damn, this deck, it's cute, but boy, if you just do nothing for the first 3 turns, you just get annihilated by any fast deck. And a lot of the meta is fast decks, so if you like the Omniscience deck, I would take a look at the version that I made maybe a week ago or so. I think you have to build it that way. You can go full combo, but I think you'll just get absolutely steamrolled by... Even mono white can go turn 3 kills if they have Hope of... whatever, Leyline of Hope in the opening hand. It's fast. There are good decks out there. I don't think you can just do nothing till turn 4 and hope to win with Kona and hope to be on the play. I think that's too much wishing. Magics before chicks. Okay. On the play again. Mana's good. We'll keep this. Mirror match. Probably not going to throw away the Slick Shot yet. I think we will shove that one into plot. Dude is thinking about blowing a shock here, but we just level it up. I mean, we don't get to do anything else, but I think it's definitely worth it. It's a little bit sus. I wonder if he has a very good reason for that. I don't know about that. Okay, I think we'll just push for damage here. And we'll zap the Challenger too. Done. Probably just frustrated off the shock choice, but that's pretty weird for a top 300 ranked player, right? To shock the little lizard thing? It's weird. Okay, someone always asks me this question. I have no idea what it is. We're gonna answer it right now. Hello, I noticed that on your reward bar, there is an extra icon of 1,000 gold. This? 0/3 reward? Yeah, this. That I don't have. How can I get it? What I must to do to achieve it and get that reward? Complete 3 quick draft matches. I don't know how you get it, but that's what I would have to do it. I don't know how you get it. I think they're just like random every day or something, right? I have no idea. Someone who's more into MTG Arena than I am in the comments guaranteed can answer how you do that. Okay, Mig900 says, can you do a best of 1 version of the lone teamer deck in the top 8? Yeah. Is it Dragonstorm? I forget what that one is. On the draw, looks pretty good here. Elf again. I think we'll go Goblin here. We can always shock on our turn. And we have Shelter, which is big. So hopefully we can sequence together, even through a Hexproof, a shock and or Shelter together. First bill again, there's that land. And it's already a 4/4, so... Oh man, this is the question here. We guarantee get rid of it now, but the wrench goblin's not an amazing wielder of Shelter. Or we can challenge her, but if they have the hexproof going forward, then we're really sad. So put it on 3/1. We can make it a 4/2, which at least doesn't die to the elf. Maybe we just sit here and do nothing for a little while. Hopefully we can zap whatever the next thing is. 1 mana open. Still 1 mana open. Tapped out. Okay, we can zap Tifa as well while they're tapped out. That's not so bad. I think they can still wombo kill us, right? If they go Paradise Bird, another land, I think that's probably enough to wombo kill us. So I think we are forced into shocking here. And I don't think we're attacking with the Goblin. So we can either hold open a shock. We could hold open one more shock here. Because we're out of answers otherwise. Look, if they go the 3 mana trample thing. It's also worth killing immediately, basically. There are a lot of must-kill threats, I'll tell you that. Cute. Blocks. Okay. Man. I think we do this now in case there's, what, a bird on top? So go for Hexproof. This is not the end of the world, because we can still Lightning Helix on our turn. Which I think we're doing. I think we're kind of trapped in this mode of answer every threat. The deck has a lot of threats, though. The Elf is really the only threat that, really the only card that's not a threat. Alright, they finally chill for a beat. Land is nice. They could trade everything with the Nemesis. That's fine. Okay. Look if they have a veil. Nope, a little bit out of gas here. Okay, that does nothing by itself. Just thins the deck of land, I guess. Maybe should have saved that for later, I don't know. Are we trading the Challenger? I think we're keeping the land for the Goblin. They might not block it, they might be chicken. I mean, if we have any prowess stuff, we're kind of cooked, but that's okay. Play the land or leave for the Goblin. I think we're leaving it for the Goblin cycle. All right, a late bloomer. Slickshot's not bad. I think we'll just take the Grease Rinse Goblin level up, though. See what they want to do with this. Eat it all? Okay. Well, if they're down to 5, I actually feel like just playing the Slickshot's better. Maybe we bin the Goblins instead, actually. Keep the land. Yeah, let's try this. They're very close to dead here. Let's see if we can bin both Goblins and actually get a their instant or sorcery. Okay, technically did. Should be fine. Okay, well, pretty happy to have all our removal spells, right? Shelter ended up being huge, and I think we even Shock and all the Lightning Helixes all came to play that game. So if you wanted evidence, anecdotal evidence of why I built the deck this way, that is it right there. You kind of have to answer all their creatures at scale, otherwise you just lose, and our answers lined up pretty well that game. So I'm not too mad about that one. Cruising Life Withic says, quote unquote, quoting me, premiere on the draw experience, end quote. I swear I have season tickets. Yeah, dude, sometimes you just get trounced on the draw. It's like, all right, this is not a very good game of Magic. CBEW5QT says, is it not illegal to not post for 5 days? I think it was only 4. I want to say I didn't post Friday or Saturday, or Sunday, or Monday, and then I posted Tuesday. On the draw, still pretty good hand. It wasn't for lack of interest or effort. I actually tried to film, I did film a video Friday. I just didn't really like it. I just didn't really think it was good quality. So I didn't publish it, and I was like, okay, we'll try again next day. And then Saturday, I refilmed the same video. I just still didn't really like it. Sunday was a little bit lazy. Sunday, I had like lots of plans in the morning. What do we think they are? We don't know. We don't really know what's going on here. Lots of stick. Helix? Helix. Sunday I had plans from like, let's call it like 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then I got back and I was like, I just feel like chilling and enjoying my Sunday. And then Monday, this is an issue. We don't have white. Ooh. We could blow the double shock just to deal with it. They shut off life gain. We actually could potentially get life gain out of the Helix at some point. It's not a great position to be in. Ideally, we get value out of the Helix life gain before they shut anything off. Okay. Or if we're really lucky, we draw into a shelter. Well, they're tapped down. Okay, we could slick shot, I guess, and try to zap theirs. I don't know if the people were on Shard Mage Rescue or not. We're about to find out. I feel like if they had Boros Charm, they would have used it just to like get double strike, swing for 6. I mean, it's either Rescue or Boros Charm here, right? Or they could zap our own Slick Shot or something. Okay, so they had it. They want to burn it on their own turn, though. Trying to save it for a big Wombo combo turn. Alright, very exciting mirror match. Our mana is a little bit worse, though. Another Nemesis, 1 mana open. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. I don't know if I sniff lethal. Do we have lethal in the crackback? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, too bad. Okay, I think we probably would have had lethal without that. And we cannot block the Nemesis either, so I think this game's just over. It's kind of a slow on the draw game. I don't think there's much we can do about this. Opponent has not passed the turn, though. So they have a land in hand? I guess? And they're just chilling? Anyway, yeah, I didn't publish anything Sunday because I was kind of just chilling. And then, yeah, it's probably game there. I don't think we can do anything here. There's just nothing you can do. Just nothing to be done. You block the Nemesis, deals 3 damage to face. We don't have the gas to do it. And then Monday I did film the VV video. And then I watched it back and the audio was super effed up. So I think it was 4 days off, but it wasn't because I didn't want to. I just wasn't really enjoying the videos I was making. They didn't feel good. I didn't feel like they were high quality. Wasn't a lot of enthusiasm behind it. I don't know, so I just didn't publish them. So it's not illegal, but it's not a deal either. B-Man6464 says 0% win rate against Argentinian girls. Not laughing at your results, just said our gamers speak. Lol, it's tough with the language barrier, bro. It's honestly not the language barrier. It's something else. I'm not 100% sure what it is. What goes first? This is okay. Blue-black. I feel like plot's pretty good, yeah? Okay. Sultai. I don't really remember what kind of sweepers they may or may not have. Shelter, not a good matchup for you, buddy. I think we'll go claw level up, play a grease wrench goblin. See if they permit that. Let me go check real quick. Sultai, control, what would they be running? Oh god. Oh, this deck is nasty. Well, no point in playing the Slickshot now. You may cast non-creature spells as though they had flash. If you cast a non-creature spell, birds and blah blah blahs, +1/+1. So we could try to shelter on the Hired Claw. No, we could try to shock. We could try to shock it. They flash in another, like, Flood Caller or something. Do you have a +1? Maybe that's just a waste of our shock. I'm just worried about a removal spell, too. Hold on. I was trying to find this list. I don't have the exact list. What's the best way to do this? I guess if they flash something in, we just shock it, right? I think our plan is to shock after the flash in. Let's see what they flash in, though. I don't know what they're going to flash in. What are we doing here? What's going on? Eat it all to damage. Okay. Well, we could foretell another slick shot. Save the shock for another turn. Which means we can actually level up the claw here if we want to be more mana efficient. Okay. I expected some retaliation there. This is an artifact. Does this thing have flash? Non-creature spells as they had flash. I have seen this combo before. I don't remember how it works. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, +1 and the untap. So you can untap this thing a million times, basically. Limits the number of colors among the exile cards used to craft it. So they're already ready to craft it. It's tapped now, but then they cast a non-creature spell, and now it untaps. And they just do this like a million times. We just sit here and do nothing for a while, basically. I don't know if they're gonna win on the spot or not. Like, they could eventually whiff. I wonder what this deck is called. I've seen this at least once. We just kind of sit here and do nothing for a while. I mean, it's Sultai, right? It's definitely not like a popular deck. Okay, another one. I mean, now they basically have lethal, right? 14 damage. Run it back. Okay, it's not quite what I thought. So if we thought it was that, then what should we have done instead? You need to kill the otter, I guess. I hope they don't have another otter in hand. I guess they wouldn't be able to combo off that turn. So if we knew this was it, then we should have prioritized trying to shelter this thing away and or shocking it. Seems like shelter would have resolved unless they had the counterspell. So maybe you go shelter first and then shock? Because shock first, just play anything gets 2/2. So I think next time you go shelter first and then shock. If you are running up against this deck, it's a weird one. But it looks like you have to prioritize that. Otherwise, it's just one turn kill combo you if they happen to have all the pieces in hand, which is not so enjoyable. Woot says Agatha's Soul Cauldron the Gathering. Is it Agatha's Soul Cauldron or Vivi the Gathering? I feel like it's Vivi the Gathering. Cameron Santiago says, hey Ruckus, been watching your vids for a while. We're on the play here. We do have okay mana. Okay enough. Fastland Claw. Been watching your vids since I started MTG Arena and saw your mono white token videos. Looks super fun. I'm planning on crafting it. Do you think there are any new cards that could affect how strong the control aspect of the deck is? Best of one standard, of course. I think we're just getting in there here. We'll save the Helix for a bigger target. Mono white tokens. I'm assuming you're talking about best of one, even though the bulk of my videos were best of 3. In fact, you say best of one standard, of course. Goblin. Another goblin, okay. Land is quite nice here. I mean, it's going to be a decent attack either way, it feels like. Let's see how they want to handle this. So there are lots of ways to do this, right? A single shock is good. If we want to do the Boros Charm to target and give it double strike, I guess it's not bad. See if we hit any useful playable off the top. Okay. I think we're at land though. Maybe we'll leave the claw. Okay, kind of a waste. I was kind of hoping to hit like another random one drop or something. Hell Kites, okay. Sure. Actually, we'll hold on. We'll shock this thing on the next turn. I guess if we shock face, then we can actually... Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll wait till our turn, I think. To 12. Okay, we could start with the Boros Charm. Double strike. Land's not awful. I think I almost want to leave the claw. We can still always shock the claw if it's like their last blocker. To 2, or shock face next turn. So let's see if they have a Helix of their own. Okay, to 12. Well, sniff lethal from here. They could still have a... Helix in hand. Nope, not this time. Okay, so I play that deck extensively in best of 3, but you want best of 1. And you want to know if any new cards have made the mono white token deck better in best of 1. I haven't seen anyone play it in best of 1 right now. It probably just struggles with the artifact deck, right? I think if... you can just run Ultima, though. Keep your Caretaker's Talent. Caretaker's Talent didn't rotate, right? Okay. Well... I mean, you could chump block the mono white life gain deck pretty well for a while. You could Ultima away the Jeskai Artifacts deck, but then you still have to deal with the Gruul. Landfall decks, the mono red decks, the Boros decks, the Rabbits deck. Rabbits falls to Ultima too, I guess, for the most part. What goes first? We're on the draw. It's okay. I don't know. I have to think a little bit more about how that deck would hold up to the current meta. It's a new one. 1 mana 2/3. But they do lose life every turn, so maybe we can finagle our way into a victory. No? Kaito? Kaito it is. Okay. When it's down to 15.
Information is its own weapon.
It's only for loyalty. What kind of, they don't have that many removal spells, do they? A cheap one would, let's see. I actually haven't played this deck in best of 1 yet. A Bitter Triumph, multiple Shoot the Sheriffs, a Nowhere to Run is basically it. So they might not have a great answer to Shelter. I think we might hold on a little bit.
Don't worry.
Down to 11.
Exit strategy.
If they tap out, we can go Boros, Charm, and Shelter. That would be interesting. They don't tap out though, so they either want a cat or move a spell here. Flash in the Drowner on the Nemesis, probably the biggest thing they want to do. Okay. Oh, they want to do it there. Okay. We cannot stop that, actually. And then shoot the Sheriff on the Nemesis. Another Drowner. Okay, interesting. Well, that's a lot of creatures to go. We'll take a lot of damage here. We actually lose if they have one more land. We could shelter one of the Drowners away. They would drop to 10. If we let them Cecil. Could do something like this. I think we can let him Cecil. Just take one of the Drowners. Eat it all drop to 6. We go up to 13 though. So we'll see if they have Shoot the Sheriff, but they can't Shoot the Sheriff and also do the Drowner thing. Attack for 4. They will flip the Cecil. It's definitely super awkward if they, Okay, well now they're not killing the Slick Shot, but they have a blocker to the Slick Shot. Okay. We also have Boros Charm in hand for just 4 to the face. Tap land. It's very unlikely they have a counterspell, right? I think we just fire it off. I'm not really sure there's much reason to do anything else. Can you counter it with 3 open mana? There's no double blue, so I think the answer is no, unless it's truly a negate. A super secret one of negate. Activated or triggered ability. Okay, that's not it. Okay. Alright. Nice. A little bit sus there. I'm glad we let them flip the paladin. Felt like letting them get lower. I felt like the game was going to wrap up in 1 turn. And so letting them just sink 2 damage deeper off the paladin, even giving them the flip, I think was going to be worth it. Ended up working out okay. All right, probably got one more day, one more game here before we wrap up. I don't know about the white tokens thing. I'll have to think more about that. Tabasu says, I really like this type of video where you go through a best of 3 deck and convert it to fit best of 1 more. The opposite would be interesting too. See a lot of people promoting the decks that win challenges / tournaments without really talking about if the deck works well in best of 1, which is what many people are playing on Arena. Thanks for the comment. I think that's, that may or may not be a novel idea, but it is an encouraging idea. Like, it makes me more excited to make that kind of content. I would say, given the last couple days, I haven't had a whole lot of excitement about making stuff. Just not really sure what to make. So if there is lots of interest in, hey, this deck is doing well in tournaments, but most people play best of 1. We love that you are a content creator, or maybe the only content creator doing that conversion. That makes me feel better. That gives me some excitement to be like, okay, well, there actually is a demand for this, and yeah, I could take a crack at it. All right, Aaron Bale, probably final opponent of the day. They go first. Our hand's looking good. Decent mana. We got some instants to go with our slick shot. Opponent is chilling though. Cameron Roberts says, quote, don't net deck it from the internet, net deck it from me. You can net deck wherever you want. Just don't net deck best of 3 decks into best of 1 without thinking about them. I think you're just shooting yourself in the foot if you do that. I don't care if you net deck or not. It does not matter to me. Loodle Lemon says, it's been the VV deck has too many bad matchups in best of 1. The reason it shines in tournaments in best of 3 is the side deck potential it has. You are correct, it does not shine in best of 1. Like I said in the video, it will, even after my tweaks, it will still be a C tier deck. Let's do it. Last game of the day, come on. We're on the draw. Let's see if we just get run over or not. We're also a little bit tight on red. We can't like, all right, well this could be interesting. Artifacts or control? We could still pop off with the slick shot against control. We don't know. Mana's tight though. Authority at the console. Well, that shuts down slick shot, right? So I guess we'll just play out the slick shot normally. Opponent playing absurdly slow here. They're confident about authority. They don't know which land to play next. I mean, you got what else? You got one tap land. What else you got? Okay, cool. We'll hold on to shocks. That's interesting. All right, we'll do one more. I don't know what the hell that was. Dude has like the best opening card versus our color combination and plays it on 1 and then scoops. Not sure about that. Okay, I don't actually get this reference, so somebody explain this to me. Dylan Two, sorry. I guess I assumed it was like a last name. I don't know. An Asian last name or something. Dylan 2. Glad to see her back. I thought maybe Love Island turned into the island of Dr. Moreo. I don't actually know what that is. Dr. Moreo. Looks like a spooky movie. A science fiction 1896 novel. We're on the draw. We'll keep this. Okay, it's pretty useful to be able to shock the first thing, right? Pass as quickly as we can. Arabella, you don't say. All right, that's different. Do you think they're gonna have any removal is the question? I honestly don't think you really do, right? I think we just play Slick Shot and just attack. I think there's not really space for removal because you just need everything to be a creature to get Arabella going. I guess we'll see if there's Lightning Strike or Lightning Helix this thing immediately, but I don't really think so. Nope, double the triggers. Okay, we can and have to Burst Lightning you. And then we could take the Arabella too. I think we're saving Shelter. We have nothing better to do this turn. So maybe not. Yeah, I'm okay with this. We're already kind of low. Okay. 12-point life swing. I think you have to take Delny there. And then you could play out a Claw and be mana inefficient, but I think it's probably just better just Shelter. Fourth land could definitely kill the Slick Shot, get back the Arabella. Could happen. I guess we could hold Indestructible if you really want to, right? Instead of playing the Nemesis. It's probably worth it here. Which means we do nothing else this turn. I mean, I think they want to go for a Helix or something. Helix, make him pay the ward first. Okay. Permanents you control gain Indestructible. They still get the life gain though, interestingly. And then I guess it's just Claw. Probably hold land from here on out for the Grease Wrench Goblin. Alright, not so scary. 2 mana open. They're not going to kill the Slick Shot. So we could trade a Claw, a Level Up, and a Shock for this thing. Just too much, right? Still level up the Claw. Okay, game's not over. Dude's at 10. If he can kill the Slick Shot, then it'll be a little more interesting. That's a lot of damage here. I don't see any stick off that though. I think they got nothing. I think we'll just Shock and Face. Take our Slick Shot, take our Hired Claw, level up. Alright, well, we'll wrap up the video there. Let's see what we finished. I think we started the day at like 400 and finished at 200, so that's a pretty good rank up. Not sure what our win rate was. Probably like close to, I think above 60, maybe 65 or 70. We had a good day for sure. We'll check it out real quick. I don't always do this, but let's see. Uh, 9 and 4, 69% win rate. So yeah, if you were to run this deck, I would definitely heavily consider going the Shelter by Ghost route. I understand it takes it a little bit away from the heart and spirit of a burn deck because it's not actually a burn spell, and now you need creatures to wield the Shelter by Ghosts. But if you saw like a lot of games, your opponent is just trying to combo off with their giant green creatures you saw today. I think you didn't see the mono white matchup, but same issue. As soon as they have a 3/3, everything's outclassed except Helix. And as soon as they have a 4/4, everything is outclassed, period. So you just have to have Shelter. And similar issue with the mono green decks. And it's just never a bad card. It's been one of the best cards in Standard for a long time and continues to be. So if you want to run Boros Burn in today's meta, I would highly suggest that you give this version a shot. I think the Nova Hellkite is super cool. But if you're just trying to win as many games as possible, Shelter is just very good against lots of what is being heavily played right now in the meta. So, yep, that's it. If you enjoyed today's video, you can like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.